Okay, this is Rob Prince demonstrating the intermediate camera assignment. This is part one, the shot with a shallow depth of field. And so I've picked something pretty dense, so there's objects in front of it and behind it, so it's obvious that only a small portion of the shot is out of focus. Obviously focus is very important on this shot, getting it just right, so I've used focus assist to make sure that it's in focus as much as I possibly can.
Okay, now I'm demonstrating part two, making an object look very powerful. This is fire hydrant. I had to take the camera off the tripod so I can get it down as far as possible to make it look really big.
And now I'm shooting the same object from above to make it look weak. On these last two shots, focus is tricky. So I zoomed in, hit autofocus, and then pushed it again to lock it in manual focus and zoomed out, because it's hard for me to get a good look at focus the way the camera is positioned.
Okay, here I'm demonstrating leading lines with my very helpful assistant, Cricket here, showing how the lines of the bench are leading your eye to her. You really don't have much choice. I've also lined her up on the cross between the horizontal third and the vertical third. And I got the camera right on the bench. So the idea here is it's pretty hard not to focus right on her.
Alright, demonstrating here a dimensional merger. We have a statue of Mr. Bennell here. Exposure is tough right now because it's really bright. We have a flagpole growing out of the top of his head. It looks very unattractive. So this is a dimensional merger. Alright, demonstrating here a dimensional merger. We have a statue of Mr. Bennell here. Exposure is tough right now because it's really bright. We have a flagpole growing out of the top of his head. It looks very unattractive. So this is a dimensional merger. Now I'm demonstrating framing using this tree and limb to frame out the top and right side of the shot in an effort to direct you into the library. Got a little bit of framing with this light pole that's on the left side as well, but just trying to demonstrate here how the tree kind of directs your eye away from the edges of the frame and toward the center. Back again with my friend Charles Bennell on this very bright day. The camera is struggling with the contrast on this shot, but this is demonstrating the rule of thirds. So I have his eyes 1/3 of the way down the screen, and also essentially 1/3 of the way horizontal. We might be able to go a little bit more over that way. So I'm intersecting his eyes on the, putting his eyes in the intersection between the vertical third and the horizontal third. I actually prefer this a little bit better. Sometimes lining it up right on the intersection doesn't look as good as just kind of giving them enough space. So on the left side, a little too much space. So this feels a little bit more balanced, and that is demonstrating the rule of thirds.